Okay, I'm going to wait a few seconds. Make sure we are streaming. In fact, I'm going to refresh my channel. And according to YouTube, I'm streaming right now. I want to show you a really important reason why I'm liking OpenToonz. And it's the same reason, actually, that sold me on Reaper as a digital audio workstation. Okay, I've got this image that in the action, if you can see this red line, this is actually what the camera sees. I'll show you. Okay, so that's what the camera sees. But so it goes down. Well, I should say it actually pans up, and then these guys crawl into frame. Well, the salient point is that back here, behind here, our heroine, main character, Akari, is sleeping. So I go into this background image, and I just, you know, it's the kind of thing you bump into. So I want to show you this. So OpenToonz is reloading. I'm gonna reload the project, and lo and behold, look what we're going to discover. Okay, the work we did on the image is no longer there. Well, why is that? Well, when I went back to my folders and paid attention, I realized that, like an idiot, I had used a JPEG for that background image, and JPEGs do not have an alpha channel. Well, fair enough. I went into GIMP and resaved it as a ping, which has an alpha channel. So now I could drag that ping into a new level, and just like I did before, I could use the schematic view. I'll just show you here. Could use the schematic view to link the image to the shot of Akari sleeping, so it inherits its translation, and just deal with it that way. In other words, replace this whole column where I foolishly imported a JPEG when I really needed a ping because it's got an alpha channel. But is there a better way? Well, here's what the better way is. And by the way, I'm assuming this is going to work. I'll be really surprised if it doesn't. What I did was I just closed the file, or closed OpenToonz, and remember that OpenToonz uses a text-based file format. So then I went to the Toonz file, and I just searched for the word, or the text.jpg. There it is. I'm just going to change that to PNG. Saved in the original file. I assume it will, but let's find out. If it doesn't, the worst thing here is that we'll have to the worst thing is that we will have to edit it externally, but that'll only take half a second. We can just do that in GIMP. So now I'm gonna looks like it's saving. Saving. Hopefully OpenToonz isn't gonna crash on me now. Okay, yeah, cool. Close it up. Let's rerun it. And if everything happened as advertised, which, by the way, the file is open in GIMP right now, so that could present a problem with it saving as well. So let's find out what happened. Okay, we'll just scroll down to here. I think we're... Yep, it worked. So by just editing the text of the OpenToonz file and telling it to reference the ping image instead of the JPEG image, now I have my alpha channel, and I didn't have to change anything in my levels. So I just want to say that that is one of... geez, I don't know why it is doing that. When I'm doing a preview, I mean, when I'm looping it, if I go into preview mode, it ignores my start marker and stop marker. So if I'm not in preview mode, I see it properly. I was just going to put it in this preview mode so that you could see the you know, just the camera view better. I wonder if I do that. Yeah, that does it. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, so now you can see what I was actually after. So that's pretty slick. Now all I got to do is put the background behind Akari and we're in business. So hit the L key, and with that I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream because I don't really know what I'm going to work on next and I don't want to waste a lot of time. I'm kind of thinking I want to try to make these videos a little more concise if I can. So the lesson here is 2 lessons really. Lesson number 1 is use your schematic view to inherit translation. What does that mean? That means that initially this camera movement was only in Akari's frame, so not the background or the foreground image. But by connecting the 2 in the schematic view, this layer, sorry, not that layer, this layer that I just made disappear and reappear, now automatically moves together with the animation on Akari's level. So that's pretty cool. But then the second takeaway is if you run into a glitch where you've accidentally loaded a JPEG where you needed a ping, just open up the Toonz file in a text editor and do a search for the file name and change it to reference the other file, and everything works like magic. Pretty cool, huh?